Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to delve into a phase of parenting that many parents find both exciting and challenging. That is the stage when children enter their teenage years. From the sweet kids who used to cling to you, they suddenly become more independent individuals, with their own thoughts, new interests, and a rapidly expanding social world. This is a time of immense growth for them, but also a time when parents need to make significant adjustments. You might feel like you are navigating uncharted territory, facing challenges that few people openly discuss. Today, we will together explore raising teenagers, challenges and solutions parents need to know. Understanding what truly happens during this stage, the common, and less talked about, challenges, and most importantly, practical solutions, effective approaches so you can connect with your child, support their development, and navigate the complex teenage years together. Dear friends, for young and middle-aged people in America, those who are parents of teenagers, we are in a unique position. We have to navigate the complex development of the teenage brain, especially the prefrontal cortex, responsible for decision-making and impulse control, which is still maturing. This contributes to typical teen behaviors like risk-taking and intense emotional expression. At the same time, our children are growing up in a social environment full of pressure, including pressure from social media, and facing significant academic and future planning demands. Effective parenting of teenagers during this period is very important to guide them through these challenges. Foster their independence, support their mental health, and prepare them to enter adulthood confidently. Adolescent psychology studies emphasize the importance of open communication, setting appropriate boundaries, and adopting an authoritative parenting style, combining warmth and support with clear expectations and consistent discipline. So, what are the common, and less talked about, challenges when raising teenagers? And how can we effectively deal with them? We will go through some major challenges and useful solutions. The first challenge, the changing language, is the shift in communication, less talking, more grunts, attitude. Teenagers often communicate less with parents as they seek independence and their own identity, sometimes expressing dissatisfaction or attitude as they test boundaries. Why is this communication shift a challenge? Because it makes parents feel distant, difficult to connect with their children, and sometimes unaware of what their children are thinking or struggling with. Example: you ask, "How was school?" and only get a short answer. Your child rolls their eyes when you talk, or your child prefers talking to friends over talking to you. The solution few people tell you about. Change your communication style from direct questioning to sideways conversations or when doing something together. Why this solution works? Because it reduces pressure on your child, creates a more comfortable space for sharing when they are ready, and opens unexpected doors for connection. How to apply the solution? Talk when in the car, when cooking, or when playing a game together. Share about your own day first. Listen more than you talk. Be present without being intrusive. Listening is gold. Remember that sometimes silent listening is also a form of communication. The second challenge, the balancing rope, is setting boundaries in a world of increasing freedom. Teenagers need increasing freedom to explore the world and themselves. But parents still need to set limits to ensure safety. Why is setting boundaries a challenge? Because finding the right balance between freedom and safety is very difficult and often leads to conflict. Example: disagreements about curfew, rules about phone or social media use, deciding what activities are allowed, peer pressure related to family rules. The solution few people tell you about. Collaborate with your child to establish rules and consequences when possible. Clearly explain the why behind the boundaries. Focus on a few key non-negotiable principles. Why this solution works? Because it gives your child a sense of voice. Helps them understand the safety reasons behind the rules. And reduces constant power struggles. How to apply the solution. Discuss rules with your child, curfew, phone use, and make decisions together, within reason. Explain the safety or responsibility behind each rule. Choose your battles. Focus on the most important rules related to safety and core family values. The third challenge, the social playground, is navigating peer influence and social media. Friends and social media have a huge influence on teenagers' behavior, self-esteem, and choices, often bringing pressures that parents did not experience when they were young. Why is peer influence and social media a challenge? Because it can lead to risky behaviors, negatively affect self-image, and create unrealistic expectations. Example: your child wants to do things just because friends are doing them. Your child is negatively affected by images on social media about appearance. Lifestyle: online drama affects your child's real-life relationships. The solution few people tell you about. Cultivate your child's critical thinking skills about social media. Have ongoing conversations about peer pressure scenarios. Build your child's self-esteem and sense of identity based on their inner value, not dependent on external validation. Why this solution works? Because it equips your child with the ability to make their own choices. Builds confidence to resist external pressure. How to apply the solution. Look at and discuss social media content critically with your child. Role-play peer pressure situations and work with your child to find ways to cope. Encourage your child to participate in activities where they feel competent and valued for who they are. The fourth challenge, controlled maturity, is supporting independence, without completely letting go. Teenagers need space to explore their identity and make their own decisions. But parents still need to maintain a connection and offer guidance without over-interfering. Why is supporting independence a challenge? Because finding the right balance between guiding and allowing autonomy is very difficult and can cause anxiety for parents. Example: your child wants more privacy. They spend less time with the family. They make choices you disagree with as they explore their independence. The solution few people tell you about. Respect your child's need for personal space. Find small ways to stay connected. Act as a consultant rather than a commander. Why this solution works? Because it builds trust, shows respect for their growing autonomy, and keeps the lines of communication open for them to turn to you when they need help. How to apply the solution. Respect your child's privacy. Knock before entering their room. Schedule short one-on-one time with your child doing something they enjoy. Offer advice when asked, or frame it as, "Here's something I learned." Celebrate your child's growing maturity and independence. The fifth challenge, the safe companion, is addressing risk-taking behavior. Due to brain development, teenagers are more prone to taking risks. Parents need to have open, non-judgmental conversations about potential dangers without pushing their children away. Why is addressing risk-taking behavior a challenge? Because these behaviors can involve serious health and safety risks: substance use, unsafe driving, unsafe sexual behavior, and parental anxiety can make conversations difficult. Example: worrying about your child trying alcohol, vaping, or other substances. Worrying about your child driving after getting their license. Worrying about your child's relationships or activities that could lead to risk. The solution few people tell you about. Have ongoing, open, non-judgmental conversations about risks. Focus on harm reduction and safety. Model responsible behavior. Why this solution works? Because it builds trust, makes your child more likely to come to you if they are in trouble, and provides them with information to make safer choices. How to apply the solution? Don't lecture or judge. Ask open-ended questions about risky situations. Share your values and concerns sincerely. Work with your child to create a plan for dealing with high-risk situations, e.g. party plans. Driving rules. The sixth challenge, the emotional supporter, is supporting mental and emotional health. Adolescence is a period of increased vulnerability to mental health challenges like anxiety and depression. Parents need to recognize the signs and know when and how to seek help. Why is supporting mental health important? Because your child's mental health affects every aspect of their life: academics, relationships, and overall happiness. Early detection and timely intervention are essential. Example: noticing significant changes in your child's mood or behavior, unusual irritability, prolonged sadness, withdrawing from friends, activities, your child showing signs of anxiety, excessive worrying, fear, or struggling at school potentially linked to mental health. The solution few people tell you about. Normalize conversations about feelings. Carefully observe changes in your child's behavior. Know the warning signs of mental health issues. Do not hesitate to seek professional help. Why this solution works? Because it creates a safe space for your child to talk about their feelings, ensuring they get the necessary support as early as possible. How to apply the solution? Ask open-ended questions about how your child is feeling. Listen without judgment. Learn about common mental health challenges in teenagers. Know when to contact a school counselor, therapist, or pediatrician. The seventh challenge, the self-preserver, is maintaining your own well-being as a parent. Raising teenagers can be stressful and draining. Neglecting your own physical and mental health can lead to burnout and make parenting more difficult. Why is maintaining parental well-being important? Because a healthier, less stressed parent is better equipped to handle the demands of raising teenagers. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Example: you constantly feel stressed or overwhelmed, lack energy, neglect your own hobbies or social life, experience conflict with your partner due to parenting stress. The solution few people tell you about. Prioritize self-care activities. Manage your own stress effectively. Lean on your support system. Make time for yourself. Why this solution works? Because it helps you recharge, reduce stress, and maintain coping ability. Supporting well-being, fueling both parents and teenagers, integrating food instructions, focus on energy. Mood, cognition, nutrition for brains and bodies. Eating well amidst the chaos. Healthy eating supports physical energy. Emotional regulation, and cognitive function for both parents and teenagers during this challenging phase. Omega-3 fatty acids. Crucial for brain development, teens, and maintaining cognitive function, parents. Supports mood regulation. Sources: fatty fish, salmon. Walnuts. Chia seeds. Flax seeds. Mechanism: building blocks for brain cells. Impact neurotransmitters. Easy to find and prepare. Baked salmon. Add walnuts to dishes. Smoothies with chia, flax seeds. Protein. Essential for growth, teens. Muscle maintenance, parents. And provides sustained energy and supports neurotransmitter production for mood and focus. Sources: lean meats, poultry, fish, beans, nuts, eggs. Easy to find and prepare. Pre-cooked chicken breast to add to salads or sandwiches. Quick grilled, pan-seared fish. Hard-boiled eggs. Ready-to-eat nuts. How to incorporate daily, quick ideas for busy families. Quick breakfast. Whole grain cereal with fruit and milk. Scrambled eggs with spinach. Yogurt with berries. Packable lunch. Brown rice with protein and vegetables. Whole wheat sandwiches with lean meat, beans and vegetables. Large salad with protein. Simple dinner. Grilled, pan-seared chicken or fish with roasted, steamed vegetables. Whole wheat pasta with lots of vegetables and lean protein sauce. Snacks: fruit, vegetables with hummus, nuts, yogurt, cheese sticks. Mechanism of action summary, for energy. Mood, cognition. These nutrients support brain development and function. Provide stable energy. Help regulate mood by influencing neurotransmitters. And protect cells from stress-related damage. Benefiting both parents and teenagers. Simple recipe ideas, family-friendly and quick. Sheet pan dinner. Chicken sausage, meat and vegetables roasted together. Taco night. Ground turkey, beef or beans. Whole wheat tortillas. Lots of vegetable toppings. Quick salmon patties. Canned salmon mixed with breadcrumbs, egg. Pan-fried. Nutritional advice and recommendations, general for families, teens. Encourage balanced meals. Limit sugary drinks and processed snacks. Try to involve teens in meal prep or planning. Warnings: be aware of signs of eating disorders in teenagers and seek professional help if suspected. Note food allergies of family members. Parents with underlying health conditions should follow their doctor's advice regarding their diet. The eighth challenge, the relationship builder, is fostering healthy family dynamics, even amidst conflict. The teenage years often bring more conflict. Learning to navigate disagreements constructively is essential for maintaining strong family bonds. Why is fostering healthy family dynamics important amidst conflict? Because a strong parent-child relationship is the most important protective factor for teenagers against risky behaviors and mental health issues. Example: frequent arguments about rules, chores, or choices. Communication shutting down during disagreements. Feeling disconnected from your child. The solution few people tell you about. Practice active listening. Focus on the issue, not the person. Schedule regular family time, even if short. Find ways to connect outside of disciplinary moments. Why this solution works? Because it creates a safer space for communication. Models healthy conflict resolution for your child. Strengthens the parent-child relationship. How to apply the solution. Set rules for disagreements: no yelling, no insults. Listen to your child's perspective. Schedule regular family meals or game nights. Find shared interests. The 9th challenge, the Growing Up Guide, is supporting your child on their journey to adulthood, letting go gradually. The ultimate goal is for teenagers to become independent, responsible adults. This requires parents to gradually release control and allow their children to learn from their own mistakes. Why is supporting your child's growth into adulthood a challenge? Because allowing your child to make decisions and face consequences is very difficult and can cause anxiety for parents. Example: difficulty allowing your child to make decisions about schoolwork or extracurricular activities. Wanting to solve all of your child's problems. Worrying about your child's future. Struggling with them leaving the nest. The solution few people tell you about. Provide opportunities for your child to make decisions, with your support. Allow your child to experience natural consequences, when safe. Shift from being a manager to being a consultant. Why this solution works? Because it builds your child's confidence and problem-solving skills. Prepares your child for adult responsibility. How to apply the solution. Let your child make decisions about their homework or extracurricular activities, with your guidance. Discuss the potential outcomes of their decisions. Be there to support your child if they stumble. But don't always rescue them. Love gives the rod, hate gives the sweet. An older generation says about discipline. Can be reinterpreted that sometimes allowing your child to experience difficulty is necessary for their growth. The 10th challenge, the seeker of external support, is knowing when and how to seek professional help. Raising teenagers is challenging, and needing help is normal. Seeking support from other parents, educators, or professionals can provide valuable insights and strategies. Why is seeking external support important? Because if you feel overwhelmed, have persistent conflict with your child, or are concerned about your child's mental health, behavior, professionals can provide support that you cannot find on your own. Example: feeling overwhelmed or inadequate as a parent. Prolonged conflict with your child. Concerns about your child's behavior or mental health that you cannot address alone. The solution few people tell you about. Connect with other parents to share experiences. Talk to school counselors or teachers. Consider family therapy or individual therapy for your child or yourself. Why this solution works? Because it provides new perspectives, offers professional expertise, and helps you feel less isolated. How to apply the solution. Join parenting support groups or online forums. Contact school staff if you have concerns. Research therapists specializing in adolescent or family issues. View seeking help as a sign of strength. Bringing it all together. Navigating the teenage years with connection and resilience. Raising teenagers is a transformative journey for both parents and children. While full of challenges, it is also a time of great growth and opportunity to build a strong, lasting relationship. By understanding the challenges, Applying practical solutions. Prioritizing open communication. Building a support system. And taking care of everyone's well-being, including fueling with healthy food. You can navigate the teenage years with greater connection, resilience, and even joy. Remember that raising teenagers is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be ups and downs. Be patient, empathetic, and try to maintain a sense of humor. Do not take your teenagers' behavior personally. Often, it is part of their development. Remember that your child's mental health is very important. If you have any concerns about your child's safety, mental health, suicidal thoughts, severe depression, anxiety, or involvement in high-risk behaviors, seek professional medical or mental health help immediately. Do not delay. Dear friends, your 40s can be full of challenges. But it is also a wonderful time to build a deeper relationship with your children. By learning how to cope with these challenges effectively, you can not only help your child develop, but also strengthen your family bond and enjoy this journey. Don't hesitate to share your biggest challenge in raising teenagers, or a parenting strategy that has worked well for your family, or any questions about this topic in the comments section below. Our community is here to share experiences and support each other on this journey of raising young people into adulthood. And if you found this video helpful and want to discover more parenting tips, secrets to building a happy family, and ways to cope with life's challenges, don't forget to hit the like button. Share it with your friends. And subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. And I'll see you in the next videos.